probably going to get noisy. So some of you are triggered, and I've been watching YouTube. I'm watching. So joining me on my morning ritual of getting ready. It's the day before Christmas, Christmas Eve, and I have videos to do, child to look after, editing, hair makeup, but you know, this is the normal routine of a person that's running a channel. So I thought I'd share the reality of life. Okay, so currently at 6:43 in the morning, I am making stuffing for turkey, so bitches be on it. Preparing for my sweet stepchild to go to daycare, so she'll be getting up in a moment. Penny. Alexis. Morning. You got brekkie? Wakey, I'm on YouTube, but you can come and have brekkie. My other daughter is asleep. That's never going to, teenagers, they're never going to get up. The other day at the shop, I was trying to get things in cheesy. Why can't you do this and that? And the woman said to me, it was quite funny. She was like, I'm sorry, they get worse from here. And I'm like, don't I know it? So, have we all been? So, Yildiz is making stuffing. Yildiz never sleeps. I did once I come back into reunion. It was killing me, man. The purging, the reality of situations. Yes, I was sleeping like a bloody dog. But energetically, I have kind of pepped up and I've worked through some of the blockages. So I'm in my night attire. Yeah, I think, look, with the Capricorn energy coming through, a lot of us are just plowing through things, trying to bring things in. And the one thing in the purging, I looked at another channel and I was almost drawn to reach out to her. But, you know, as a spiritual healer, and all of us know this, when we've gone through aspects, some things can be taught. Some things you literally have to lift the vibration. Now, it really depends where you guys are at. Now, if you guys have got to a point where you've gone through separations, you're in alignment and you're living where you're living, your perspective, in order for you to heal, needs to find peace. So, you know, some might be feeling distorted, fear-based frequency. Oh my God, is this ever going to happen? You've got to look at the benefits, right? The benefits of purging alone without having any energy with you, where you're being completely authentic, is you are actually reigning in Christmas and New Year's with your twin. But your mindset is, if it's anger, it becomes very problematic. So I had a huge epiphany in 2018, and this was prior to union. And it was looking back at different situations in my life where I wasn't in alignment and I wasn't doing the things that I needed to do, right? And I sat there and I did reign the new year in with giggle. I just, whatever those emotions were, I was directly tuning into how I felt about that situation and making peace with it. Good morning. Hello, lady. Have a seat and I'll make a drink. And just do it to the point where you're being authentic. So if something comes up, you're embracing it and you're feeling it. You know, they say we always are in union, right? You are always with them. And it's true, because they're in your mind, they're in your heart. It depends on what's going on inside you. You know, if you want to hack them up, God, you know, no. Make peace. Don't do that to yourselves. You know, we do. Yes, obviously with healing, we look at things and we can have a vibration about it, but at the same time, we can also choose to know that, how do I put it? Better days are coming. Hey, Alexis, better days are coming. Christmas there. If we're good, Santa Claus comes and visits us, doesn't he? But if you're going into it and you're going to be, if you've got anger to do with it, you might have some anger, and that can come up. I can't wait to get through the holidays. It's also, you know, as much as you want to get through the holidays, you know, the astrology generally looks shittier. So it's, you know, spirituality is about being in the moment. And just question why we're always looking for the next goalpost, why we're always getting to the point where we're thinking later it's going to be good. In an integration of manifestation, you need to be present in this one moment. If you're always believing tomorrow is going to be better, you're never directly looking at what it can be right now. We have to look at the good, and the more you can see any slight glimpse of good, you can be present. You know, we can be, and I did say this in 2017, but in 2018, I was like, I want to learn how to be a Buddhist monk. I mean, and that totally made sense to me with the astrology, and even more so now moving into 2020, that if you've done that purging and healing, you're prepared. You're not going to allow other situations to navigate your navman, that you have complete control over that navman. So I have mascara everywhere, and it's not because I've been crying. It's because I'm fatigued and I bust my butt. Frying onions for the stuffing, for the turkey and the chicken. Chef Yildiz is on a rampage. I'm telling you, panko breadcrumbs are the best. They're light and fluffy, right? So where are we at? So does that make sense, you know? Does it make sense? Don't be looking at what they're thinking, readings. I mean, I was talking to Mark this morning and I was like, why do people do that themselves? Why would you feel the need to know everything that a person's doing? Because we're never going to know. Merry Christmas, Andrew. Miss you heaps, mate. It is a calm before the storm, but you know what we didn't start the fire. That's all I've got to say. We did not start the fire. Look at your life and be happy with what you have. Be amazed by who you are. Be amazed by what you've achieved. Recycle. Don't be thinking that you should be looking at yourself as limitless, not limited. If you're looking at yourself and your connection and your spirituality as limited, we need to do some work in 2020, and it should be done now. You know, look at it as infinite potentiality. You're moving into the full energy, and you're going to achieve all your hopes and dreams. But it's already started. You know, if you're looking at it that the goalpost starts in 2020, no, the goalpost started the day you were born. You were born for this energy. This too shall pass, and you will do everything you need to do on your side of the fence. I'm just going to use a bowl. That just frankly is not going to work. Big shout out to a person I used to know. He used to rub crap in to the table. Yeah, it's scoop. Okay, scoop. You're pretty calm at the moment. Well, that's healthy. Look, the astrology, well, a lot of the astrology coming through is reminding us a bit of January, to be quite honest. So, and especially since Alexis is looking at me like I'm a strange person talking to a camera. Yes, I can't hear them, but they can hear me. The speakers on my side, so they can hear us. We can't hear them. I have to read what they say. I swear she's going to be a YouTuber. Her dad's going to kill me. Hope you get lots of presents this year, Yildiz. I have got many presents this year. You know, I have got blessings of the beauty of my subscribers. And look, it's never one-sided. What you teach me and whatever I give you, I won't know what I've taught you, but hopefully, you know, you've gone away from this year empowered and feeling that you've taken something with you, and hopefully it continues and it grows. So, you know, the presence, the gifts, the abundance is the internal peace, and the more internal peace you have, what more do you need, right? That can't be taken from you. So a lot of times you look at your twin flame path and you're thinking, oh my God, you know, what if they take something from me? They can't take the work that you've done on yourself. They can't take the inner peace that you directly feel. So as long as you are finding that peace and working on that peace, no one can take that from you. And you're deeply empowered. You're completely in your self-worth. You're loving your vessel the way you should have been at all times, but we don't, you know, because we get to a place where we feel less in alignment and less worthy of that, and that's childhood wounds. But the Gemini and Sagittarius energy coming through next year, I'm already seeing an aspect of that energy where it's playing out, and I'm actually checking myself, probably myself, and taking a lot of accountability. That I'm looking at it and saying, okay, I don't know everything, and I'm open to learning, and I'm open to seeing different people's perspectives. But I have seen on YouTube with those that aren't in union, that are actually, I'm not going to see the butter I'm putting into the stuffing because, you know, it's that. To see a twin flame reader, right? purging, I was very careful in 2018, and I can't say I was perfect, right? I'm not saying that at all. It's got nothing to do with that. But to see the pain inside their eyes and see how they collectively with you guys are struggling. Yes, it is healthy, but sometimes it's not, because we do have moments of struggle, right? But at the same time, it doesn't define who we are. It's a moment. It's a reflective state. Yes, we can share it. But with the sharing of, we do have to be so mindful of the power. Now, who mentioned that? There's a beautiful reader I found, and I will give her a plug. I love the way she does it. She's not in union, but she's worked on her core wounds, and she's still working on core wounds, which is important, isn't it, Alexis? It's important for us to check ourselves and only do what we can do. So this woman is doing really well, right? So if in theory we know in order to attain union, we must do the work on ourselves. When we get to a point we're looking at videos, so there's first wave, second wave, third wave. If we're looking at what they're doing, yes, because part of that energy is dual energy. So part of it, it's going to directly relate to you. Don't mind my kitchen. But at the same time, the other part is, are you doing the same amount of work and reflection on you as you are doing to them? I tune into it mainly from the perspective of knowing why the heck I was having those ascension symptoms. That was so bloody disgusting. But not from a point of view that I gave two hoots about what they were doing, because I couldn't control that. And while you're spending so much time on that of what you can't control, all of that energy could have been placed on what you could control. True? You should see the way she's looking at me. Bless the possum socks. She's like this. Wow. She's going to be a YouTuber. So with that, I started researching astrology due to ascension symptoms, etc. So what I bring to you, and the more work I do in the background on the astrology and whatnot, I've started recording the videos. I've done 6 so far, and I'm trying to get them done before Christmas, which is tomorrow, might I add. So I'm burning that midnight oil, baby. I have placed aspects of the astrology into your read of the basic placements. So Saturn, Capricorn, Saturn, Pluto, Jupiter is going to be in Capricorn, where the placements I didn't talk about was Venus, Mars, Mercury, because they changed, right? I have talked about the nodal energy. I also talked about your Aries placement in Chiron, because that will be there for another 7 years. Looking at wounds, right? Your wounds will relate to your nodes, which you're working on in this lifetime, in your own birth chart. But nodal energy per interval is transferring through, and it's shaping you in some shape or form. It's changing you both collectively and in a 3D with other aspects that are occurring within the chart. So the reason why I found it so beneficial to look at the astrology was patterns happening within my clientele, ascension symptoms. So I look at the astrology, I look at the Schumann resonance. I then interlink the chakras into the planets of how they can impact us, so that when we are experiencing, we can check ourselves, we can pause and we can say, okay, why is this heart chakra activation going on right now? And then check where Venus is. So all of a sudden, and to my belief, it wasn't Capricorn, so heart chakra and Capricorn, accountability of where we have power and healing and making peace with it, okay? It's a purge. So, and then when you're getting headaches, it's your third eye, it's your intuition, it's your ego, you know, look at the planet that's directly connected to that. So these things can help you understand and process the reasons why you're having triggers, looking at aspects in astrology, then integrating it and looking at where your chakras are at. And when you're having a retrograde or a purge, you're bouncing down into your lower chakras, which is disempowerment, anger and aggression, temptation. So it can be excessive eating, alcohol, drugs, disabilities, debilitating energies, because you're overwhelmed by a frequency. So if you focus then onto what you can do to change a situation, if you can't change a situation, making peace and understanding it won't stay the same forever, it is going to change. That then is a purge. You finalized, completed that purge. You will have an ascension then because you've released it. So anything that comes up in you is truly very, very important and deeply part of your spiritual process. But you can navigate it. I must turn this off because it's like trying to mix Play-Doh in a pan. It's just not happening. Can you please get ready, Alexis? You're going to go get dressed? It's medium temperature and you have a Christmas party today. Come on, go, and then you can go watch TV, your favourite thing, whatever you want to do. YouTube. Yes, that you can do that. YouTube. It's okay, she watches kids' things on YouTube. Not that much when likes that. He's real dinosaur. He's dinosaur man. I don't want my child. He wants her playing toy blocks. That's okay. We're in a technology world these days. And yes, it's being changed by YouTube. It's their innovation of looking at the protection, which is very healthy and accountable. So shout out to YouTube for being that. They've done some changes in the background to protect children, which I think is very important. And interestingly enough, the eclipse is going to be in Cancer, which is family orientated. Look at my mascara, half on, half off. Eyeliner, we're not happening. Shit happens. So other than that, when you're moving through Christmas, you know, go and spend it with your tribe. That can be your friends. Yes. Can I wear what dress? You can wear whatever you like. Come on. I can't see you because I'm not facing the camera to you. I'm putting you on YouTube. That'd kill me. Go on, show. Child protective. So looking at, where were we? Building a bunker for eclipse, but you will be fine, okay? For those of you that are spiritual and you've been having ascension symptoms, you've gone through the dark night of the soul, look at things differently. 9 times out of 10, you will experience an aspect of that prior to it occurring. So if you're looking at the astrology, it's giving you the weather forecast. You're looking at it and you're going, wow. It's healthy. It's okay. Do I need my raincoat? I know what's coming. Family-related dynamics, right? So we know what's coming when we react. The nodal energy is changing in March, which means our communication style. And it's interesting because I have mentioned Trump this year. I've also mentioned the Queen Mother. And astrologically speaking, when you do look at Donald Trump's astrology, he is a Gemini. Nodes are changing into Gemini. And he was literally, as the Leo King mentioned, he's born during the eclipse. And when you look at that, I was looking at the astrology last night, meditating upon it, and I went, it could be a tough time for him, okay? And that's both with past tense communication, because when you look at the nodes, right, this is for Geminis and Sagittarius, if they've been in alignment and they've been doing the correct thing and they've been doing that, okay, I'm not even getting into it. That can be fine, but it can be karmic frequency connected to that. He was born during an eclipse, so many of the aspects linking in. So there is a shift and something coming to him, and this could be negative or positive. Remember, we've got yin and yang. But potentially there could be some real shadow work. Ascension symptoms for him are going to be huge. 12th house activation for him. So depending on how he's handling it, if he's exhausted himself and he's a masculine frequency, there potentially can be some unwell energy. There can be almost paranoia. 12th house is like the hidden realm, okay? It's your psyche, it's your spirituality. He's got a lot of Cancer in his chart. But at the same time, it's also with your subconscious mind, those dark crevices of things that you've hidden and you didn't know that you forgot you did, or you didn't know you had that in you. But there is a lot of, with the Leo energy coming through for him, remember with the eclipse is directly connected to Leo. Now, yes, the sun could be in another sign, but the sun directly is governed by Leo. So he has Leo in his chart. So the way in which his disposition is very strong, doesn't want to lose. With the Gemini energy, it communicates, right? But at the same time, its nodal energy can be past tense karma, past tense actions, and then the other side is where you're moving towards. So, accountable energy, right, in order to see other people's perspectives. There can be a situation playing out that might not bode so well for him. Now, as for the energy of purge, the quicker you can move through your energy, right? I'm going to go to the garden and get rosemary because I'm putting rosemary in the turkey. I do like to put cranberries in there, but my twine's really traditional. You know, yeah, I probably won't say that. I might offend my family. My father was Muslim, my mother was Christian, so I had a interesting life. But they were never pushy on that stuff with me. I educated myself on both areas. See, I'm so earth, mother. Rosemary. Now, I have mentioned in the videos that hopefully I will have released my garden, guys. Crystals and things to that degree that can do during the planet cycles. Yes, you can go watch YouTube. Quick, because I'm doing my video. Hurry up, because I'm cooking. You're having a Christmas party there, so go sit down. Come on, because I've got to finish this and then I can deal with what you know. Go on, have a seat. Well, go do your hair, sweet. I need to do my hair. She's having a Christmas party at daycare. So she's all excited. So what were we saying? So I have connected crystals as to what can actually work with you guys. You can look for anything based on Mercury energy. I'll have a look at the Jupiter frequency and what I feel is going to work really well for that. Get your chakra crystals. If you're going to charge your crystals, the best time will be this eclipse cycle, okay? Best time, charge some water before New Year's Eve, okay? And that's going to help you purge out any belief systems. We're ending a decade, we're moving into a new one. Chart crystals, they're going to help you for the new year coming. They'll hold you through the 6 months. And they get exactly Christmas Day. But it's a very positively aspected eclipse. But remember, to end one cycle, we need to start a new cycle, we're ending an old cycle. So it's going to have the yin yang effect. As much as lots of people have said it's very positive, yes, it is very positive. But when you end a cycle, what happens? Sometimes it's out with the old, in with the new. But that frequency will hold for 6 months. It is positively aspected, both for romance, for money, for finances. No, I'm not kind of leaving it and I can climb it. So giving back to Mother Nature. I'm really good at gardening. I'm what you call the green finger. So we had a clear canvas at this garden and it was depressing me, so I've started putting garden in. A bit more. Still need more. There you go, and I've got planted. I've got some growing out the back. Great to get rid of flies, guys. So if you're having flies during Christmas, which half of you are lucky enough to have snow, I was talking to Mark the other day and I said, you know why I love Australian summers? It's because we can have barbecues, the beautiful happiness of warm weather. There was psychology in England, and they were talking about why depression was so hot in England. Well, it's grey and it's dark. Yeah, you're going to be depressed. You know, get some sunshine, get some vitamin D. So get out and about. If you're continually in hermit mode, it's going to affect you. At the end of 2018, I literally decided to actually connect back with society, which was really healthy. It was good for my inner health, my inner well-being. That, you know, as a light worker and when you're going through things, you do go into hermit mode, and that is an aspect of healing. But after that, you do need to integrate your life back in there where you're actually mixing with people, okay? Who are what people? then you're out of there. But what if you have an awesome time, Charlie? This man, honestly, he's going to call me back, and if he does, I'm just going to have to say love and light, food for thought, and I will see you soon if he does call back, because he doesn't stop once he calls back. He's going to call back. We have our morning cat up on the phone. I'm very grateful for it. Unless you're in your PJs, it won't be. Yes, but life is happening outside. Why can't you have, you know what I used to do, and I used to think this was great. We can't always gel with our tribe, but we need to understand there's good and bad in all people, right? And tribe is changing. But the thing that I used to love the most was the orphan Christmas. Where paradigms are changing. I mean, why are we so rigid on Christmas? Why can't we get to a space where get your food done, get in the moment, don't worry about the dishes, keep it simple, be grateful for the blessings we have, you know, spend some time. I mean, what was it usually and traditionally about? Gratitude, reflection. It's the end of the year, you know, so doing without the kind of tag, the crap, sitting back, having a social drink, which I'm not promoting drinking, you know, not everyone drinks, and you don't need it to have fun. But sitting back and having some tapas, having some finger food with people that you deem as their tribe. And if it means in your pajamas, be in your pajamas and just sit back and do something that's really simple and nice. But, you know, do something in that day that's special and lavish for you. If that means a bubble bath with sandalwood and rosemary, you be doing that. If that means having a pina colada, you do that. But do things to prepare yourself for 2020. Like, move into the year in gratitude, see the lessons that you've learned, give yourself a pat on the back for all you've achieved. It's been a pretty hard year. You're loving the home herbs. I've always grown my own herbs. These actually have moved 2 houses. They come from my mother's garden. Her rosemary is like 3 meters high. But I usually have rosemary, thyme, sage. My twin's not into too much herbs, so I kind of cater for his palate. I make my own chili oil. I love chili jam too. But he's into, and it's funny because I said to him, how on earth do you have a Spanish background, but you eat like an English person? And that's not to say no shade, because we're in a land now with herbs and spices, and, you know, it changes. And I think variety is the spice of life, right? So this is my getting there, right? My panko crumb with onion and garlic and rosemary stuffing. I do like putting cranberries on it, but he's a bit funny. He'll be picking them out, go, ooh, what's that? You know, some people don't like the whole sweet and sour effect. I worked for many years doing nursing and caring and community for disabilities, and we did have to actually cook for clients and families. You can't be on YouTube. You need to go in the other room, please. Come on, go sit down. Go in, sit down. I'll be 5 minutes. And you have to learn to cook different things. So I was constantly cooking for different people's palates. I'm what they call a farmer's cook. When I was in Europe, we lived on a farm for 3 years. And I can cook bread, make jams, milk a cow. No Alexis, because I'm on here and I said to you, I will be 5 minutes. Be patient. What would teachers say? They'd say, can you please wait, please? Yeah. Go on. Sit down. I already said to you, you can, but you didn't listen. Okay, you can. Now go sit down. You love this. This is the reality of what I go through. Okay, so this is my kitchen that I'm going to have to clean. This morning I woke up, no makeup on. I'm currently editing videos for YouTube. So this is sort of like what my day is. Wake up in the morning, get her ready for daycare. My bed still needs making. Washing usually is on. Usually I get up about 3 or 5. Video be recording and editing. The office looks like a bomb, including things for Christmas. So I have a trampoline to build with my twin, and that's her Christmas present. Everything else is wrapped. I've been spring cleaning for 2020, so everything's prepared. I've got washing on the couch. Christmas tree intact. Getting the pergola ready, trying to upgrade the garden. So I'm cooking, doing videos today. Usually I have my beautiful chat with Shelley in the morning, which I absolutely adore, and we break things down. I've been talking to Mark lately. Yeah, no shit. I remember one time I got a swing set for my daughter, and I was doing nursing, and my partner at the time, he was working full-time as well. I'm actually thinking about putting Contro in the stuffing. Might need to reduce it though. It's cock mixture, really. Anyway, I had to hide it. We had an outdoor shed, so I ended up building it in summer, which was 115 Fahrenheit, in that bloody tin shed, so that she had a surprise. What should we do for kids? What do we do this, eh? But it is deeply concerning on another level to see some fellow YouTubers that are twin flames, and I can see how hard they struggle. I just want to climb through the screen and go, oh, sister, I see where you are. Because I have been there. And, you know, you're so close you don't know it in the healing, but your mindset does need to change. It needs to change to a point you can look at things and go, I can be myself, and I have faith in the process. And I know it's going to come. I'm just going to live the best version of my life. And I'm going to only control my steering wheel. I'm going to let go of the steering wheel, and I know it's going to be. But actually look at the pain. Look at anything that comes up in beauty, man, because you have gone to hell and back in your own life. You've gone to hell and back with this person. That is unconditional love. But to then sit in that and say, wow, I must have a lot of care for this person. Turn it down, Alexis. Now I'm going to get a bloody copyright claim because she's got YouTube on. And just sit in that energy where you're physically thinking about it. But look at the luxury that you have if you are in alignment and you have that. Oh, Angela, take care. So for me, I sat and okay, I'm being authentic to myself. I'm alone. That was 2018 at the end, New Year's Eve. I chose to just do the healing on my own, and there was no expectation. There was no, but I didn't want to be unrealistic and micromanage my healing. I didn't want to be around anyone for them to feel that maybe I wasn't present. So I checked myself, and I thought, I'm not going to go into the new year negatively. I'm going to be open to whatever happens, because when we're too worried about what's going to happen, we're sort of like, oh, can I handle it? And it's like, well, you're going to freaking have to anyway. So you might as well go in with a good attitude. Go in with an open mind that, yes, you are worth it. And yes, you know, good things do come. You don't wait, though, in a sense that you're putting your life on hold. I mean, for me, I made major plans last year. I was going to focus a lot on my business. I was going to focus on my fellow subscribers, on myself. I made plans to travel, and yeah, they shift, and be flexible with that, but have a goal in mind. I hadn't done my gardening, and I tapped into my gardening. I had a whole vegetable garden because I'd worked on a farm before, and I'm great at looking after animals and vegetables and human beings. It's, you know, I probably can cook for 100 people. I'm experienced at that, and I grew up very quickly and had that in my background. And my grandmother was a wonderful cook. She would walk into the garden, and I would always be very curious about what she'd have, and she'd just grab some things. And it's that ability to tap into what you love doing. But she also had a beautiful way of bringing kind of things together to make them taste beautiful. And some of the things I thought they were weeds, they weren't weeds. And she'd make soaps just from things on the side of the road. And I was like, what is that? Big shout out, Nan, up in heaven. Happy holidays, love. It is, and it's feminine creativity. You know, balance your feminine energy out. The Capricorn energy, and especially Venus in Capricorn at the minute. it's looking at our accountability of what we can do. And if we can't do anything, you know, go back to just focusing on where you, in your energy, which is all you should be doing, not checking on how they need to come correct. Check on how you are correct. And that's all you can do is be your correct version. And as I said to you guys on the previous video, I gave you tips connected to it. Looking at it and saying, okay, I'm going to have faith that, yes, if I've changed, this person is going to be able to change their life in the best version for themselves. And that, you know, I even got to a point that I thought, if it's not meant to be, I'm actually at peace with that, which I know full well that's not true. And I mean in a sense that it's not meant to be. I don't feel energetically people would move through so much energy together for it not to be something else at the end. So it's like, don't fool yourself. You kind of internally will know. But I also was at peace that person was going to be happy with somebody else, because it meant there was no more BS. Do you know what I mean? It's just living in the moment of what's correct. So with whatever you're doing, just always living the most authentic life that you're doing what is correct for you, okay? And Fem Coach has the most stunning house. I mean, talk about alignment. She's like, I've got my white Christmas tree. I want to go to her house and have a pina colada. Yeah, so just, you know, use it as a blessing. So, you know, if you are alone, have a drink and think about them. Think about like how lucky they are to have you, how amazing you are, or that you hope that they're good, that you are good, you know. Yeah, I'm so coming over. That house is so sexy. I mean, that YouTube channel you're gonna have, get oof. Right, and it just looks good. It looks really good. I would so hang out with you, but I don't think like the house would be really like super clean if you had kids. It's just the Libran energy would make it clean and make it beautiful, but yeah. Yes, so we have been doing upgrades at the house. I have tried to prepare it for summer, so we have lights, which I need to. Right, this tends to be a season that gets really windy. This grass over here tends to grow way too much. I'm forever cutting it because my twin has us so we're building. I've got some shade. And we now have garden and my makeshift chalkboard for my stepdaughter. And now there's going to have to be a trampoline out there. So we've got plenty of room. I'm going to make a little private courtyard. But funny enough, prior to my father passing, him and I had something really in common. It was planting plants, right? So these offcuts are all from my father's garden. And I then got 2 olive trees, and the rosemary was from my mother's. So this is my family garden. It's really weird it happened. And then when he had been sick for about 2 to 3 years, probably even longer really when I think about it. I had purchased 2 olive trees. Now he has had this most beautiful olive tree in his yard that he maintained and grew, and it's 3 meters high, but it's branched out like an umbrella. It's stunning. And I purchased 2 olive trees, and I said I would get one for my grandmother, one for my grandfather, because both of them, God rest their soul, have gone to heaven, and that I would get one for my mother and my father. And then my father became ill, and I showed him this garden via the photos, and I said I bought one for you, one for mum. And the offcuts, which are these, this was all one pot. So in about 3 months, I've cut them through and spread them out. And then I've got my kangaroo paws, and I've got my fluffy purple ones. And these are my olive trees, which in a year they have actually, well, it's less than a year. It's probably 3 months. I've been training them and they're getting there, which brings peace to the garden. And my socks are getting wet. And I have artichoke hearts, which is very nostalgic to my grandmother, because they take years to grow. I mean, I'm optimistic. They can take up to 6 years to grow, but hey, I had 12 of them before, and I had them potted up. I'm more give it back to earth, give it back to the home. It's a gift to the home, so I tend to leave things behind. But interestingly enough, all of these plants, apart from a couple, come from my direct family's garden. So, and I have 2 silver birch trees, and I've got my tomato plant that's going mad, and my chili plants that need help. So, such is life. But, you know, push your energy back into things that you love doing. He's still bitching. Well, that's no good. Oh, look, a lot of people, and think about it, Capricorn and Venus. I mean, interesting placement. Saturn, Pluto, conjunction coming up in January. The eclipse, cycling things out, family-related dynamics coming to the forefront. So, energetically, those of you that going through ascension symptoms, and I'll try and sum it up here, you're going to see these energies play out already, and you'll already be feeling the eclipse energy for January. I'm quite frankly saying it because I've seen some synchronistic patterns. It's not to say it ain't going to come heavier, but it'll more be karmic-related dynamics coming to the forefront. So if you've removed it, you may be observing it. Again, I've mentioned the houses that it's aspecting, and if I have missed on the video, put a question underneath the video when I launch them, and I will tell you the placement and what it means, okay, so that you're covered for that transit. I'm hoping I will get them finished today. They will be finished in the next 2 days, but I'm going to have Christmas and Boxing Day off, and then I'm going to go back to recording. But my partner will be on holidays, so, you know, he likes his TV loud. He lives a surround sound life. So it's very hard to record during that time. Yeah, it's like, and I'm going to be doing the videos on detachment and on belief, because, but like I said, when you're saying numbers, you got to check your belief systems, right? Do you believe, or are you a bit stuck and going in a loop? If you're going stuck in a loop, just go back to the reasons why maybe you haven't. And, you know, if you're focusing on, but they would need to change this, so what if it repeats a pattern? Well, believing is a pattern, so you have control over that. So shift that mindset. And I look so, like, angry. And because I'm monitorized, I'm so not doing naughty things on camera, so I'm behaving. I'm being good, YouTube. It's not that it's making me rich or anything, but hey, you know, spiritually speaking, we move through transitional states, we learn lessons, and we persevere. We adult, so I'm adulting. Even though I do know there's other YouTubers that do swear, smoke, etc., and it's like, but hey, let's keep it real for Christmas. Keep grounded. If you need an emergency booking, the link is below. Yes, potentially you guys could get triggered in January. The astrology looks like bleh, but I'll be there. I'm trying to record these videos. And if you guys are a channel, I'm going to give you a suggestion from an external point of view. If you're a channel and you're going through Christmas and thinking, I'll just record them in January, don't do that to yourselves, because people will be triggered. You're booking and you haven't recorded your videos, please record them now. This is an emergency warning. Please record your videos now. Get grounded. I'll try and do another video to give you some updates or maybe some smoothies you can drink to detoxify yourselves. I mean, if you have enjoyed this video and you would like to have background things, there is going to be a potentiality for next year to become a private member of Yildiz readings on the channel. And I've been thinking about the things that maybe would be beneficial for reasons why you do that. And really things like this, and having, you know, chats and live sessions and putting it in the private background where you guys can actually ask me very private questions with just the group, but where it's not public, and having a walkthrough of me doing things in my morning ritual, and I'll come to you live similar to this. I have thought about doing that in the background with the membership, with the joining of the channel. So I'm still meditating on that. But if you've got any, you know, thoughts about what you'd like if you were to join Yildiz Readings 5D in the join section, give me a heads up and give me some ideas, things you'd like, and I can get that sorted. It might even be an additional video connected to twin flame or astrology questions. But yes, some things I'm meditating upon it, but I'm happy to hear your feedback, because this is your channel after all. We're here as a team, so it's not Yildiz Readings, it's Yildiz Readings 5D Tribe. It's not about me, it's about us. We're in a relationship. Okay. Love and light, and I'll see you soon.